Um, the target audience of our thriller film is both males and females, all ethnic groups, and at the age of 15 to 23, who may be at important educational school years like GCSEs, A-levels or degrees. We wanted it to be this age group, as the main characters who are in the film attend high school, therefore they may enjoy the film more as they can relate to them. Also, the content in our film will not have too much violence and gore, as it is more psychological and involves more mind games. So we didn't want to target our film at people too young, because we wanted the audience to actually understand and follow the narrative. We also felt that we wanted to target those who are under 18, as we know at that age they're likely to be talking about new films in school and spreading the word to their friends. So we thought that this would create more talk about our film. We would target this group by using new media technology, by having trailers and posters on websites such as MySpace and Facebook, as we know that this age group spend a lot of their time on these sites, and we know that this would catch their attention. We also thought that targeting this age group would be ideal, as teenagers and people in their early 20s like to be daring and scared, so they would like to watch our film with their expectation of being frightened. Our target audience would also be those that are working class who attend public schools and living a typical teenage life, like going to the cinema, doing homework, spending time with friends, as the characters in this film are also like this. This is how they could relate to them, and it could also make them more frightened, as they could think that these scary and mysterious events could actually happen to anyone, including themselves. As our thriller includes a twist at the end, when it turns out to be the boyfriend who is the murderer, we think that our target audience would be competitive and enjoy things like puzzles and dilemmas throughout the film. They would want to work out themselves who the murderer is, and maybe even compete with their friends to see who can guess it first. As we have a teenager girl as our main character who is in a relationship where she thinks she's in love, this would target teenage girls, as they can relate to her, as they can also as they are also into boys and relationships, and they could also feel sorry for her, as they can imagine how she feels when she thinks her boyfriend is going to be killed. We feel that the fast-paced dream sequence would appeal to boys, as they are mostly into action and solving things, so it would get them thinking about what is happening. To get more of a feel of what our target audience wanted to see, we conducted a questionnaire to people in this target audience. When we asked what they expect to see in a thriller, people answered action, suspense, the use of close-up to create tension, and psychological scariness with a twist at the end. When we asked if they prefer simple or complicated, the answers we got were mostly complicated, as they said it makes the audience pay more attention to what's going on, makes them ask questions, and makes it more interesting. When we asked what they think is the most important aspects of a thriller, they said it needs to be fast-paced, have a lot of tension and suspense. They also said it would be better to be scary in a psychological way rather than all the blood and all the gore. We took all of this into account and put these things into our opening sequence. We believe that our dream sequence includes a lot of action, as we have used a lot of weird shots, weird short shots. We have used close-ups to create tension. For example, we see a close-up of her feet as she gets out of bed, and a close-up of the letter on the floor. We also feel that our narrative has met the expectations of our target audience, as it is very psychological and would make them ask themselves questions like who is he and why does he want to get her. We thought that this research was really helpful, as it allowed us to know exactly what our target audience wanted to see and exactly what they didn't want to see.